What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Tour de War Warhammer. My name is Saren Death, and we're going to be picking up our Greenskin campaign where we last left off. So let's get into the game. Alright, here we are loaded into the game. Let's go over some world events from last time. There was a rebellion down here in this territory, and our wall went and took care of them with no problem. Unfortunately, our allies, the Crooked Moo clan, were destroyed by the Dwarves. I think allies, a very loose term here. We had a military access agreement with them, but that has been revoked because the faction's destroyed. We successfully assassinated somebody from the Red Fang clan down here. And our big boss gained a rank because of that, and I'm pretty sure we spent it. Yes, we did. I'm pretty sure we put it into Assassin because we want him to be our go-to assassin and eliminate all of our enemies. So the assassination down here was actually part of a quest chain for Gitsnik, which is Grimgor's legendary axe. And this thing's pretty cool. So if you go over here, shaped in the demon forges of Tsar Nagrand, Grimgor's mighty axe, Gitsnik, has never grown dull despite its constant use. So pretty awesome legendary axe that we'll get once we finish up this quest chain. So I know that I haven't been reading these to you, so we're going to go ahead and we're at least going to check out the one we just completed and the one we just got. So the Cringing Goblin reveals that he was on the trail of another orc war boss, said to have found a powerful axe somewhere in the mountains, and headed north in search of some humies to try it out on. Eager for his chance of loot, the goblin was hurrying to join his mob, but adds that no one has heard from the war boss since. Though there are plenty of rumors of him amongst various Greenskin tribes, Grimgor delays his plan to squash the goblin spy and instead sends him to find out who knows anything of value and to torture the information out of them. That was the assassination mission. Now we were just issued another one here, where we need to deploy a goblin big boss hero in the following province, the Western Border Princes, which is all the way over here. So he's going to have a bit of a hike to go. Let's go ahead and zoom back over here really quick. So having infiltrated another tribe, the goblin listened to rumors being discussed around the campfire, and eventually came up with the name of a greenskin who might have more information. Waylaying his victim, he extracted further information before dispatching him. It seems that the war boss was probably headed for Blackfire Pass on the borders of the Empire. The goblin now heads to the area to continue his investigation. So that's what we are dealing with now. So we need to send our big boss, who I don't think can move right now. I'm fairly certain he can't. No, he can't right now. So it looks like we've got him at least somewhat moving in that direction. So we'll go ahead and just flick him over here again. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at our diplomatic situation. So right now, I'm fairly certain we are only at war with two people. Yes, we are at war with the Red Fangs, which is the faction, the orc faction down here. They have quite a lot of territory. We are also at war with the Dwarf faction, the Dwarf faction, the Dwarven Dwarf faction, as opposed to like Barakvar and Karak Azul. It's the actual dwarves. So they came down and they sacked one of our territories and took it from us. So we kind of attacked them back and punched them in the face a lot. You know, bad things happen. We have a non-aggression pact with the Bloody Spears, which is the orc faction up here. And we have a non-aggression pact with the Top Knots, which is a very large orc faction down here. And they own quite a lot of territory. I'm fairly certain they own all of this. Yes. So currently, we are sort of at peace in the south, with the exception of the Red Fangs, but we do not have access to cross over the Top Knots territory in order to get down to the Red Fangs. So our missions to go over there, wrong thing, our missions to go over there and fight these guys and take them out, well, that's going to have to wait, because we can't just walk through the Top Knots territory without, you know, causing conflict. And we do not want to deal with their very large forces. So we have pretty much one option in front of us. We need to try and convince the Bloody Spears to allow us military access so we can travel north and skip through the mountains and then come over here and attack the Dwarven faction, which I believe is right here. And they have one location over here as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to select Grimgor. We're going to set a wall target, and we're going to set it to Doc Karaz over here. Names are going to be difficult, because names are difficult. So we need to go ahead and talk to the Bloody Spears. What's up, buddies? We need military access. So this is going to be a moderate. We're going to try it just straight off the bat. They rejected. Okay, so now we're going to try and we're going to throw some money into this. So we're going to offer a payment. 300, probably not going to do it. Let's go 500. Still moderate. They rejected our offer. Okay, that's unfortunate. We will try again next turn. So we're going to go ahead and end this turn and move on. And I think that we're pretty much done. Oh, no. We do have one more thing we can do. We can build something over here. So we do have a pile of shiny stuff going on. We're upgrading that to level 2. We are also probably going to build a boss tent just because we need to get this obedience stuff under control right now. Looking at the orc buildings and structures and things like that, unfortunately these smaller ones can only upgrade to level 3 stuff. So this is the highest they can go, which means we won't be able to really build any of these troop structures here without limiting our access to some of the cooler stuff later on, like Orc Boy Biggins or Orc Boy Chariots, you know, Night Goblins, or even Giants and the Arachnarok Spiders. So we're going to have to probably look at either building right now another boss tent, or what I've been thinking is we should probably start doing things like Goblin Watchtowers and the Orc Guardhouse, because this is going to give us walls. And this is going to give us a larger garrison. So that way we can defend this place in case the enemy comes down. So we're building ourselves the boss shack here. This is going to increase our obedience in the area and reduce corruption from both the vampires and the chaos guys. So that's nice. It's going to give us some options, and options are always good. So we are building up things. I think we're good to go down here as well. We have nothing that we can build. We are currently on the rise as far as obedience goes. Let's go ahead and end the turn. So we'll see how everything plays out. Our funds are very low right now. Now we're going to turn this to fast. Bam, fast. Okay, so they just trespassed into our territory. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. They're also trespassing in our territory. What the heck, guys? I see how it is. We don't have any kind of military access agreement with these guys. Maybe we can get one then. What's up, Top Knots? Hey, maybe we should just hold a military access thing instead of just running through my territory. If you weren't strength 3, I'd go over there and wreck you. Unfortunately, they're strength 3. So let's go ahead and we should stay on task. We should stay on task. Let's go over here and attack this territory. We're moving in. We are trying to basically take this location, this Dwarven location here, and eventually we're going to try and go up there and take that one. So let's go ahead and talk to the Bloody Spears again. We need military access, and we are friendly with them, so hopefully this will work. Military access, buddy. Rejected my offer again. Let's add some cash into this. We don't have a lot of money. We have very little money, in fact. But we'll go and give you... We'll try 520 this time. Does that change your mood? Nope, nope, nope. I was like, does that change your mood at all? No, it does not. They're like, we don't care about your money. We're not giving you access. That's not good. That's not what friends do. Man, I just have people walking into my territory all over the place. What is wrong with these guys? Alright, let's end turn, see how this goes. Our big boss is moving. Our Wog is moving. Okay, we have... It looks like they're moving down to attack us again. That's not good at all. Alright, they're moving out. We need to get our Wog over there first. So let's go ahead and just start manually moving this guy up. It's going to take a while to get where he needs to go. So I do see that their Dwarves are coming down once again. We're not going to let this happen. We can't let this stand. Can we just go over there and attack him? No, we can't. But we're going to try and at least move close enough to intercept him. Yeah, so that should allow us to intercept him if he comes down past us. Our Wog will move over here. Oh, no, looks like they're going to attack first. Come on, Wog, I believe in you. Get over there and attack that place. I need a new territory so I can get some more money. I need that money. Alright, I think that's pretty much all we can do. We have buildings constructed. So we are now positive over here, which is good. We need to be positive. We need to take out this... What is this? This item is in transit. Turns until available. How does he have his axe already? That's just craziness. Alright, let's end the turn. Okay, so it looks like we did take that location. Fantastic. Oh no! Assault unit failure. That must have been up here. The Black Crag, we had buildings damage. The Gork's Zoggin foot. Nice. So the dwarves are moving in over here. We're gonna set... Foreign Trespasser. Sneak Armbreaker. We did take this location. We can build something over here now. We are going to build something over here. Let's see here. What do we need? What can we use in this territory? Right now, we should probably think about something like a boss tent and probably shinies. Although a wall would also be very helpful, but we can't afford it. So we're going to need to build shiny stuff. Pile of shiny stuff. We need to deal with this guy. So I'm hoping that we get intercepted. Nope. He's gonna be that kind of dwarf. That kind of dwarf. So, what can we do now? Unfortunately, the first few events definitely hurt us significantly. So, and of course, that's not good either. Where's our big boss at? We need to get you back over here. So, they are attacking Karak Asgal down there. It looks like the Red Fangs are being destroyed by the Top Knots. We don't even have to do anything. The Top Knots are going to be a problem, though, because they're going to be very aggressive. We need to deal with them before it gets too late. But I think we really need to... Decisive victory, very nice. I think we need to really look at getting into a fight, because you don't want our fightiness to go down too much. Alright, let's end this turn. I kind of want to set my wall target to be this guy. You know what? If I do, can they get over there in time so we can assist? Sure, let's give it a shot. Probably not going to be able to. We're going to move over, and they didn't quite get there in time. This guy's going to try and come down and assault our unit again, and that guy's going to run. Okay. I'm thinking I might just need to attack the Dwarven faction right above us. So he successfully assaulted our units. War coordination target was lost. Construction complete. Pile of shiny stuff. We have a surplus down here. I don't think we can build anything with that. No, we need a surplus. Oh, we're out of money. That's the problem. We're out of money. What is the deal with Barak Var? Let's check out the diplomacy screen really fast. So the Bloody Spears are not in a good spot anymore. The dwarves cut them off completely. Barak Var has quite a lot of territory, and... Wow, Barak Var owns all of that? So Barak Var is actually a pretty nasty target for us to fight. Although their strength is only 22. Our strength is just below theirs. And with the Top Knots attacking them, this might not be a bad idea just to declare a war on them. Let's see here. Barak Var, are they allied with anybody? They do have a military allies are the Dwarves, so we're currently at war with them. They're at war with the Bloody Spears and the Top Knots. What's up, Bloody Spears? How about that military access now? It's actually irrelevant. How about the Top Knots? No, they're not going to give it to us. It's very low. You know what we're going to do? I think we're just going to declare war on these guys. We're going to... Oh man, the Top Knots are just going nuts. Yes, we are going to declare war on Barak. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Barak Var, we're declaring war on you. So you need to go to diplomacy screen. Barak Var. Open diplomacy. And where's it at? Declare war. Works for me. Works for me. So we're going to set our wall target to this location right here. And we are just going to move in. We were assaulted, but we should be fine. Move in and attack this location. We're going to go ahead and fight the battle. Alright, so here we are. We started off with 23 out of 30 power, so we're not going to gamble at all. We're just going to start deployment. Looking at the map, they have a large hill right here, which they're probably going to set up on. Be surprised if they didn't. We do have our wolf riders and our wolf archers, so we're going to move these guys probably to a side. That way they can move in and attack wherever we need them to. Let's get our goblin doom diver. I want him up on this hill, so that way he can at least attempt to hit the enemy. Does that give you better range now? A slightly better range. Okay, arrow boys and goblins. Let's go ahead and put you guys... Let's put you guys in the back. We're just going to have to march towards them. We're going to have to do it the hard way. We're orcs, we do everything the hard way. Alright. Perfect. And perfect. And we'll go ahead and group you guys up. What I'm wondering is, the balance of power is vastly in my favor. So I was wondering if I should just split off and have, like, you know, flanking units as well, but I think we could be okay just marching towards them. So let's go ahead and move our army up. We are just going to march. Looks like they're shifting around. Let's get our goblins, our wolf riders and wolf rider archers over on the back side over here. Let's get our doom diver to at least get close enough to start hitting them. Move forward. So we are just going to march, so we're going to go ahead and speed this up. So we're not marching for 3.5 years. I don't want my troops to be tired when they get there. That's the big thing. They're creating a, looks like, ranged front formation. Ooh, the doom divers. Okay, so they are moving towards us. Our doom divers are zooming in. Let's go ahead and get our wolf cavalry back here to move in a little bit closer. We're actually going to group you guys up, and then we're going to group you guys up. So wolf riders, you guys, I want to turn on to skirmish mode. I want you guys to start hammering away at them. I want you guys over here. That way you guys can hit them in the flank. Or actually the rear. Alright, so we're actually going to move you guys forward just a little bit. We're going to have you run. I meant run. When I said run, I meant run. Oh, what are you guys doing? I wanted all of you to attack. Get over there and attack. Okay, so they're holding up. All right, let's get our wolves to come in there. Time to get this wall started, boys. Whoa! Go, go, go. Go, Grimgore. Let's get all of our archers to just move forward just a little bit. Get everyone within range. Nice. So we do have these guys set to skirmish. So if they start getting attacked, they will pull back. Let's hit that unit there up. Grimgore. Where you going, buddy? Get in the fight. Get over there and fight. He does have a fireball ring, so let's go ahead and use that. Pachoo! Fireball! Oh, that was actually really cool. Charge in there. We just activated our Foe Seeker, which gives us a charge bonus, speed, and vigor bonus. Nice. Kind of a, you know, not so fair fight, but we're orcs. We don't fight fair. And victory is ours. Let's go ahead and try and get a few more kills here. We do have them pretty much completely surrounded. I think more kills means more experience for your units. Where you at, buddy? Let's go ahead and have you buff up more people. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Get that buff going. And we're basically whittling them down now. Let's pop our Foe Seeker. I don't think he's going to be able to charge in there. He's like wading through the mass of orcs. This is just insane. Look at this. Just this massive orcs right there. Oh, it's so cool. You can't even see the dwarves. Alright. So we're not going to wait to finish this off. We're just going to get an end battle now. Decisive victory. Alright, so decisive victory. We lost 73. They lost 420. We basically crushed them all. We actually do have another banner, too. Armor piercing damage plus 10. Can we actually give that to Grimgore? Yes, we can. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we got some money out of that. And we got some fightiness. We are going to occupy this territory. We did get an extra set of armor, which is nice. I like armor. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade this to more shiny stuff. We are going to go ahead and create... we don't have the money for it. Can we make more shiny stuff? We don't have money for anything. Okay. It is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and... I don't think... Yep, it looks like Grimgore... No. Our shaman gained a rank. So, we can go sneaky stealing. What does this do? Hex of the winds, constant around self, map wide, reduce power recharge rate. I'm assuming that's of the enemies. Vindictive glare, effective at close range, good from a high angle, causes magical damage, strong versus single combatant, poor penetration. This is a debuff, it looks like, minus 22% weapon damage, minus 34 attack. That's pretty cool. And this is another hex. Minus 24% speed, minus 18% charge bonus. We're not going to really use this against dwarves because dwarves are more like they prefer to get charged. But what does Madcap Mushroom do for us? Minus 30 ability recharge. That's pretty cool. It's a 90-second cooldown though. We're going to go Itchy Nuisance. This is going to give our orcs the advantage in combat, and that is important. Okay, so we have taken this over. I believe we have our wall target set. Just want to make sure. Yeah, it was... Oops. Yes. The wall target is set. I believe that's what the green like little circle there means. So we do have the dwarves up here. They are moving down. We are pretty much done for this turn. Let's go ahead and end it. See how things turn out for us. We need to make sure that the dwarves don't come down past us. They are moving in though. We need to be very careful. Oh, they're just going to back off. Okay. Perfect. So we do have our boss town is complete. Our ally mobilizes against the settlement. That's good as well. And of course... Oh, was there a battle? The Wall Army valiant defeat. We have to overcome our forces, a dark day and dark times. Oh, that sucks. That is rather rough, but that's okay because we're still strong. So we're going to move up here. We're going to attack this location now. So we're going to go ahead and move in, and we're going to make this fight this battle on our own. Okay, so here we are. We have 17 out of 30 power. We have 60 power reserve. It's pretty standard against the dwarves, unfortunately. We, same loadout for us, and I believe it's the same defending forces, but looking at the terrain, I think this actually favors us a bit more, just because it's flat, it's not gonna, they're not going to be able to charge down hills and stuff like that at us. We're all going to outflank with our hounds. We are going to set up a little bit different this time. We're actually going to make the archers into their own group, and we're going to make all of the melee guys into their own group. And as usual, we're going to probably have the black orcs in the middle for extra support in our center forces. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to set you guys up together, and we're going to set you guys up together. So this is going to allow us to keep ourselves in a decent formation, so that way we can hopefully flank the enemy and devastate them. So... For some reason they did not want to deploy on their own. Weird. Oh, I see what the problem is. I need to... Now I can lock it. And they should... Yes. Perfect! Need to unlock you guys. So what happened was I locked them before I actually had them in formation. So we're going to go ahead and put the archers. Do we really want them there? I don't think so. I think we want them on the sides again. Oh, they're being weird. There we go. I'm going to go unlock them again. Let's get our Doom Diver. I think our Doom Diver's in a good spot. We'll just pull a little bit closer to the line. Everything else looks good. We can probably pull Grimgor and our Spiny Brain Basha back a little bit. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and, start deployment. And I think we're going to start battle. Perfect. So, like last time, we're just going to go ahead and have our people march forward. They are already in range. Let's go ahead and start having them hammer away at the Quarrelers. Let's go ahead and have our guys get in behind them as well. Oh, we could probably have them just like go all the way over there. And we're going to turn these guys to skirmish mode again. I think they're better as skirmishers. Alright. Actually, I should probably be putting Grimgor on the front. Grimgor, run! I love the Goblin Doom Divers. They're so cool. You know what? I think we are close enough. Let's just go ahead and have our people charge. Let's not even give them a chance. These guys are just going to charge straight past them. There we go. Just get in there and charge, boys. Where you at, Grimgor? You too. Get in there and charge, Grimgor. You guys hammer away at them. You guys charge into there. Are all of our archers in range? They are... The goblins are not. We need the goblins to move forward. The other guys should be in range, though. I keep forgetting the Arrow Boys have a much longer range than the goblins. We're going to go ahead and put that buff on them and put the debuff on them. Grimgor, where you at? Oh, you've only killed 2 people so far? Come on, Grimgor. Pick it up, buddy. Pick it up. Alright, so that was a very quick battle. We're not going to let this one play out this time. We got some decent experience for the last one. We're just going to go into end battle now. Decisive victory. Alright, decisive victory. Got ourselves, what is this, 363 gold. We are going to go ahead and occupy this territory as well. And we got ourselves a potion of speed. Fantastic. So let's take a look at our settlements now. So we currently own 3 in this territory. It looks like the top knots are over here beating down Barak Var. We also have the top knots in this area. It looks like they are encamped right now. They're raiding right now. So I think our next goal is to actually come up here and crush the Dwarves. That is our next goal. And then we're pretty much just going to sweep down and take all of these areas and then hopefully sweep in here and take this one. Here's the kicker. If you own all the territories in all the provinces in a region, so for here to be Black Crag, Iron Rock, and Carreg Drawn, you actually can set a commandment for that. And that can be public order or income rate, all kinds of other stuff. So owning everything in an area in the region is actually important. But obviously, we're not going to be going and fighting the top knots because unfortunately they are a much larger faction than us right now. And I say right now because eventually it will happen. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at what we can build. We should probably think about building something like a boss tent here to keep... We already have one. We should probably think about building some more shiny stuff then so we can get more income. Income is very important for us right now because we need lots of it to support our army. So we're going to go ahead and build the income. We should also think about, in the future, building up something to keep our forces topped off in this area so we can keep recruiting. So let's take a look. Looks like Grimgor has gained a rank. Let's go ahead and spend that rank. We are trying to make him more fighty. However, I really think that in the long run, we are probably going to want to at least increase his leadership a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to at least give him an intimidating presence so his men, his orcs don't flee. And that's important. After this, we're probably going to spend some more points up into here. Although we're really close to Wa. I really want the Wog. We can give him more weapon strength. Well, this actually gives him leadership right there. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and give them the leadership aura. And then we're going to go ahead and give him Wound Maker and some more leadership. We're going to go Wall. And then we're probably going to pump some points into making him a bit more durable. So that way, he can probably fight entire armies on his own. I think that's the goal we're going for with Grimgor. He should be able to fight anybody or anything on his own. So, we are pretty much set. I do want to set my wall target to the Dwarven leader over here, so he should be moving up there. We do not have the money to build too many more things. We could go with idols. This is going to give us some more replenishment in this area. Although I really want to start looking at building some walls here. We should probably save the rest of our money, to be honest. We should probably save quite a bit of this. So looking at what is going on around the map, it looks like the Top Knots have broken their siege down here. They've decided to just raid the area. Looks like the Red Fangs are still going to hang on for a little bit longer. The Top Knots are pretty much the faction we want to be our allies right now. We do not want them to be fighting us because they are rather large. We cannot support any other armies right now. Our upkeep is still very expensive. I really want to exchange some of these Orc boys and possibly some of these Orc Air boys for some Biggins, because Biggins are just better in every way. They deal more damage, have more hit points and stuff like that. But we have our sights set on the rest of Barakvar and of course the Dwarven faction here, which is going to give us some more money and more territory. But that's going to be it for today though. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you all later.